Just going to pause it there while I do my introduction, but just going to say hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming. Today I'm going to be, today and tomorrow, we're going to be playing The Dig, the LucasArts graphic adventure, point and click from the mid-90s. I really like this back in the day, but it's one that's never been had a remake or a remaster, which is, to my mind, a little bit odd. It's one that doesn't have the same comedic elements as some of their other more popular games, perhaps, like Sam & Max, Dare the Tentacle, Monkey Island, obvious ones. But I think it's still a really good story for all that. For anyone who doesn't know, it actually started life as a plot for a Steven Spielberg produced TV series that was in the 90s. It was called like Amazing Stories or something like that. It was also discussed as a movie script, I think, but it was decided that it would be far too expensive to film in that way. So it turned into a LucasArts adventure game. Anyway, it launches straight in without any introductory screens or anything, so that's why I've paused to do my intro. I'll now unpause and we'll carry on with the game. Borneo Deep Space Observatory.
Of course I miss you, darling. This is the loneliest place on Earth. Most exciting thing ever happens here is the day when it don't rain.
They found something.
Excuse me, darling, I got some work to do. What the heck is that? Get on in here, Pete.
Oh, look at those odds coming down.
A big old asteroid on a 3-week collision course with Earth.
Yikes.
The asteroid has been named Attila, after the war leader of the Huns, who devastated Europe just before the fall of the Roman Empire. Attila was first spotted in a tracking station in Borneo. According to NASA sources, the probability of impact with Earth is 99%.
5, 4, ignition, 2, 1.
The shuttle is up and away. This is not a mission the shuttle was designed for. But as Mission Commander Boston Lowe said in the press conference last night,
if the shuttle is the last hope of the human race, then it'll have to do the job, won't it? Wait a minute, folks. Let me introduce the landing team. Ludger Brink is a noted geologist. He'll evaluate our data on placement of the nuclear devices.
We have to be accurate. The idea isn't to blow Attila to bits. If we did, some of the pieces would certainly hit Earth with devastating effect.
And now I hardly have to introduce Maggie Robbins to you. She's probably the most well-known journalist in the world.
Maggie, you're famous for having once said that you never put up with censorship in any form. Now you're under NASA command.
Miss Robbins is a reporter by vocation, but on this mission she's...
I think I can answer the question myself, Commander Lowe. Danny, I trained for this mission, and I have work to do in laying the nuclear charges. When I come home, I'll be a reporter and tell you all about it. But during the mission, I'm part of the team, and I will obey Commander Lowe like any good soldier.
That may be the biggest news story of all. Maggie Robbins obeys orders.
In going over your bios, I find that Professor Brink is also a noted archaeologist, while it's well known that Maggie is a prodigy at learning new languages. Is this just coincidence?
Not at all. We wanted the best and the brightest for this mission. Dr. Brink and Ms. Robbins are not narrow specialists. They are resourceful, widely educated, and creative thinkers.
Does that apply to you too, Commander Lowe?
My job is to keep everybody alive. I don't have to be brilliant, I just have to be careful. The other two crew members will remain with the shuttle. Ken Borden is the most experienced shuttle pilot we have. Cora Miles is our payload specialist. As you all know, she's a candidate for Congress, but we figured saving the planet is more important than campaigning.
It's cheaper, too.
Any parting message for the people of Earth?
We have exactly one chance, and we've got to do it right. Let all your prayers be with us.
Here we go.
Low here. Come on out, kids. The water's fine.
Robin's here. Going independent.
Welcome to the wonderful world of space. Don't bump into anything.
I'll be careful, Commander.
Brink here, going independent. Howdy, Brink. Welcome to the place where geology and astronomy meet.
A professor once told me, astronomers are geologists with clean hands and a squint.
You going to quote him on that in some magazine, Robbins?
I'm just part of the landing team right now, Commander Lowe.
Right. Assuming direct control. So, as hopefully you got from the introduction, there's a big asteroid heading to Earth. We're here to... I mean, it's basically the plot of the film Armageddon, which I think came after this, is to blow up the asteroid in particular places to divert it off course, basically. Yeah, so we'll have a look. I think it's a fairly simple interface. We just click on things to either look at them or interact with them, I think. Couple of quick things to add before we dive in, though. So, as an older game without any settings, I was able to see the screen ratios is not ideal. I know it's not the sort of full screen format in YouTube, unfortunately. I don't think there's much I can do about that. And also, the voice actor for Lo, our player character, is Robert Patrick, quite a renowned Hollywood actor who, amongst other things, was the T-1000 Terminator in Terminator 2. Which was around the same time as this. I think it was earlier, but not too much earlier. So he was quite a big name at this time. Anyway, there was something over here to look at. Let's look at that. The vastness of space.
Landing team. Let's go check out conditions on the surface.
Oh, I wanted to...
The weatherman called for clear skies, no wind, no rain, no air.
I was going to look at the shuttle, but we're zooming straight over to the asteroid. Okay. I thought we were going to look at space and comment on it, but we've come all the way over here. I'm going to go back to the shuttle, though, because there was stuff to look at.
That really was something. A place no human has ever touched.
And our job is to blast the hell out of it. Let's move. Low out.
It's interesting that they decided that the ideal team for this mission was, okay, an astronaut, but also a journalist and a geologist, whereas in Armageddon, it's a large team of oil drillers, isn't it? Very interesting selection. Okay, let's look at the tool chest.
It's the pig. Payload specialist Miles needs to use the remote arm to release it.
So how do I talk to her? So we do have an inventory. Oh, okay, so this is different things we can do. Penultimate, what is that? Here we got comms. Oh, Asteroid Lander's just a game. Okay. Yeah, we mission aborted. I don't want to play that, but it's fun that it's there. It's Lunar Lander, I think. So we can communicate with Cora Miles.
Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
Yeah, Boston. I'm on you.
You wish.
In your dreams.
Okay, we could ask a question, say something profound, stop talking, or we'll talk about the pig, which is the little tool chest that she's going to release for us. Let's ask a question first.
How's the congressional campaign going without you?
Well, my opponent is demanding equal time in space.
with or without a suit.
Just don't screw up the mission, Boston, and I'll be in Congress next January.
What about say something profound?
We're ready when you are, Cora.
Just give the word, Boston, and you got yourself a pig.
Alright.
Ready for the deployment of the free fall tool chest.
Is the crew clear of the area?
Crew is clear. Proceed. Everything fine with the pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston. You just be good to my baby.
Yes, if I do this, what can I sort of examine? Does it have to be? Okay, yeah, it's highlighted in blue. We can examine Robbins though, or Brink. Don't think we can examine the shuttle or the pig.
It's the pig.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll take it with us.
Landing team. I'm taking the pig down to the surface. Follow me.
You be good to my baby, Boston, you hear me?
We'll be back soon, Cora. Try not to miss me too much. Blow out.
Okay, so do we take a closer look at the pig? We've got to make sure we go to the right drill sites, I remember that much. What do we got? So we got some... Take a digger, we're going to need that. I guess we'll take the explosive mines as well. Alright, that'll do. So, I don't know where we're going. So maybe we should talk to Ken, maybe? Oh no, that's Lunar Lander again. Stop playing Lunar Lander. Does he know where we're going?
Do you copy?
Like carbon paper, boss.
Are we in position, Ken?
Attila's given us less gravity than I expected, but the attitude jets are compensating.
Reading a good book while we're working hard?
Watch it, boss. I could live without you.
Yeah, but you'd miss me, Ken. Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, Ken.
Plant Alpha charge in Quadrant 2. Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
Okay.
Blow out.
Cockpit out.
What about Brink? He is the geologist, after all.
Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here. I read you.
Are you getting a good look at the asteroid, Brink?
I have hardly looked at anything else, Commander.
Happy to set foot on a new world, Brink?
Attila is a very old world, Commander. It is merely new to us.
What do you think of our star reporter?
Very unorthodox, bringing a reporter on a space mission. But she is very capable, and she writes interesting stories.
The explosive charges haven't been bumped or anything, have they, Brink?
Alpha charge and beta charge are both doing fine, Commander.
The pig is lighter now, Brink. Don't let it wander off.
Just make sure you get everything you might need out of the pig.
Right.
Blow out.
So, I think we've... Hopefully on... If we zoom out a bit, we're able to sort of see... Oh, Quadrant 2. That's where we're supposed to go. This is for the first one. It said find a flat surface, so maybe inside a crater or something? Nothing highlighting, but if we get the digger tool out, maybe we can... Ah.
Much more elegant than the shovel, and more useful in space.
Oh. Target surface, there we go.
Let's see if we can clear up old Attila's complexion. Nice and smooth now.
Alright, so let's get Alpha Charge. Place that there.
Shuttle, this is Low. We're placing the explosive in Quadrant 2.
Acknowledged.
Could you give me a hand with this, Brink?
I'll be right there, Commander Lowe.
Excellent work, Brink. Ken, the charge is set.
Instruments confirmed. Hey, I'm just so proud of you boys.
Now, do I need to prime it now with the arming key? I might need to.
Look at the pretty red light, boys and
There we
girls. I'd say this charge is armed.
Alright, well let's find out from Ken then where we go, which quadrant for this next one.
Gordon, this is Low. Do you read?
I'm here, boss.
Looks like the nuke is set in this quadrant, Ken.
Keep trucking, boss.
Well, where do I go next?
Are we in position, Ken?
Attila's given us less gravity than I expected, but the attitude jets are compensating.
What's the next quadrant?
Reading a good book while we're working hard?
Watch it, boss. I could leave.
Yeah, but you... You're saying Attila is less massive than we expected.
Hey, maybe Attila's nothing but a big old bubble. How do we know what's inside an asteroid?
Foreshadowing.
Let me know if you notice something that would change our mission parameters.
Sure thing, boss. Right now, Attila's sleeping like a baby.
Or is it Cora who tells us
Low out.
which quadrant?
Cockpit out.
Low to payload, over.
Miles here.
How are we doing with the nukes, Cora?
Pretty good. Except my instruments are showing that at least one of them is not yet armed.
Yeah, where do I go for the second one?
Low, over and out.
Okay, well maybe if we leave this quadrant, and then we'll ring him up and ask him if we're in the right one. You would think it would be quadrant 4, wouldn't you? To sort of knock it in one direction, but I guess we'll see. There's only 4 quadrants, so the process of elimination shouldn't take too long. It's not that one that we were in when we arrived. It could be there. Oh, that's Robbins. So do we have a landing site here? Let's try ringing him again.
Gordon, this is Low. Do you read?
I read you, Low. What is it?
Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, Ken.
Plant beta charge in Quadrant 3. Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
I think we are in 3, aren't we?
Low out.
Cockpit out.
So where's our site here? Maybe I have to have the digger. Space. Oh, no, that's space. Maybe this isn't quadrant 3. Oh, that's 4. Okay, 3. Yeah. I had a feeling that it wasn't on the same side. It would seem to be logical to me, but I guess not. Let's get the digger ready. Boulder, maybe.
Guess what, boys and girls? Using the zero-G digger on this boulder is gonna work just as well as trying to move a sand dune with a teaspoon. We better think of something else.
Better find out what mission control suggests.
Mission control? I'm not calling Houston until I'm sure there's nothing we can do. Just think for a minute.
All right, let's speak to the crew. What about Cora?
Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
I read you, Low. What is it?
How's the congressional campaign going?
Well,
With or
just...
I don't think we need that question.
Oh,
All right, what about Ken?
Gordon, this is Low. Do you read?
I read you, Low. What is it?
Hey, Ken. How come nobody noticed there was a boulder right on the target site?
So, pick it up and move it. Boulders are lighter in low G.
It's still attached to the surface, Ken.
That's why you get the big bucks, boss.
Okay, is that super helpful? It didn't seem super helpful. Alright.
Low out. Cockpit out.
Maggie got any bright ideas?
Robbins, this is Low.
This is Robbins.
Kind of strange thinking of nuclear explosives as precision instruments, isn't it?
I think it's a nice change, compared to thinking of them as weapons.
Oh, I see. That's your story angle. Nukes to save the world instead of destroy it.
That's way too long to be the headline, Commander. More likely it'll be Nukes Save World. Or maybe Nukes blast Attila off course.
I thought it would be space aliens plot to abduct astronauts, destroy Earth with giant rock.
Apparently my career is amusing to you, Commander.
Why is it I can tease everybody on this crew except you?
Because they know you like them, Commander.
I like you, Robbins.
No, you don't.
Tension. Alright, what do you think of Brink anyway?
Our archaeologist Brink.
I'm very impressed with his experience. He headed the U.S. Geological Survey team that mapped the surface of Venus.
He'll be taking a close look at the asteroid to make certain the detonation points they've chosen are suitable.
Maybe we should... Yeah, maybe we should speak to him.
Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here. I read you.
Is our last charge doing all right, Brink?
It's a little lonely, but it's doing fine.
Right.
Low out.
Okay, I don't think we're going to get anything useful from any of them. What happens if I just click on it?
There's a big rock right where I need to plant the nuke.
It won't do anything.
No, I didn't think it would. Okay. Is there anything else in the pig that we didn't already take? Or maybe in the... We'll have a look in the pig. I thought it was empty, but you never know, I suppose. And then we'll go back to the shuttle, if not, maybe? Oh, there's a shuttle. I didn't see that shovel. I think that's exactly what we need. Alright, that should be that then, I would imagine.
Cora, Ken, I'm jamming the shovel in under the boulder, then using maximum down thrust to pry it up. Does that sound workable?
Well, I'm a little short on data about the tensile strength of shovel handles in 0G under maximum pressure conditions. In other words, who knows? Might work.
Boss, be careful. If the handle breaks, maximum down thrust will smash you right into Attila. You know the saying, whether the stone hits the glass or the glass hits the stone, it ain't gonna hurt the stone.
Thanks for the encouragement, Ken. Brink, if this actually works, the boulder's going to come flying straight at you. Better fly clear.
Thanks for the warning.
Looks like it worked.
Now, aren't you glad I made sure the tool chest had a shovel in it? My rule is, if you can pick it up, take it with you, because you never know when you might need it.
I have the same rule, Cora, but I thought it only applied to women in bars.
Oh,
You can
Ken.
pick her up.
Careful, Ken. You don't want to find yourself getting quoted as a sexist pig in Maggie's article.
I'm not here to spy on you.
Lighten up, Robbins. They're just teasing you. If they thought you were really a spy, they'd never talk freely on the open frequency.
Yeah, Maggie. Right, let's clean the target site.
No need. The target's ready for the explosive charge.
Alrighty. In that case...
Shuttle, this is Low. Now placing the explosive on the face of the asteroid in Quadrant 3.
Acknowledged.
I need another hand here, Brink.
Of course, Commander.
In your own time, Brink. Alright, let's arm it.
This asteroid has a pair of landing lights now, kids. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Who writes your material, Commander?
I get it all out of the newspapers, Robbins.
Okay, so let's call Cora then. Tell her everything's ready.
Load a payload, over.
I'm here, Boston. Yak away.
All this way just to lay down 2 little nukes on a big rock.
Another example of big government wasting vast sums of money on silly projects like saving the world. Come on back.
Blow out.
Okay, so let's head back to the shuttle then. Here we go. Maybe I'll call Cora now. Now that we're clear.
Miles, this is Low. Do you read?
This is Miles.
How can they be so sure the surface won't be radioactive after the explosions?
Well, the theory is that without an atmosphere and with so little gravity, most of the radioactive material will be blasted off into space and almost none of it will settle in the safe quadrants.
But is the theory right?
Hey, you're the guy in the cute suit. You tell me when it's all over.
You'll know they were wrong if my coffin blows.
Don't worry, Boston. My baby's down there monitoring the surface. We'll know if it's safe before you go back.
Hi, Cora. I know how sad you must be to see your last space mission so near completion.
There's a lot of empty space in government too, Boston.
Alright, so how do I get them to blast the bombs? Is it Ken?
Borden, this is Low. Do you read?
This is Borden.
Both nukes are in place and armed. We made pretty good time, I think.
Looks good, boss. Come on back inside for the fireworks.
Okay.
Confirm everybody inside.
All
Good.
in, Cora.
All clear payload.
All clear, landing team.
All clear, shuttle.
Confirm doors closed.
Doors closed.
Explosives armed. Houston gives us the go-ahead. Say when, boss.
Do it. Now let's see, is it the big green triangle or the little red circle?
Shut up and push, Ken. My baby's getting impatient.
Here we go. We have detonation, Alpha and Beta.
What are the instruments showing?
Nothing big coming our way.
What's the pig telling us, Cora?
Attila's still in one piece. There's a lot of seismic bounce, some fracturing. We're stable again. Radioactivity in Quadrant 1 is well within the safe range.
What does Houston say, Ken?
Everything's go for a surface walk at your option.
Then let's go, landing team. Let's see what Attila looks like after plastic surgery. Be careful, kids. Attila is more dangerous now than before we tamed him.
Those were certainly profound first words to speak on Earth's new moon.
I'm not making speeches, Robbins. I'm concerned about keeping everybody alive.
Commander, I can collect rock samples later. Right now, I would like to get below the surface down into that tunnel.
We're gonna do it eventually. We might as well do it now. You agree, Robbins?
I'm game for it.
I've called the pig. We'll send it on ahead to light the way.
Remember, any rock may be loose, and any wall may collapse at any time.
Please be careful, everyone. Cora, send down the pig, please. We'll need the light.
In we go.
You see anything unusual, Brink?
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosion.
No, it's very ancient. The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel... Old, but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know yet. It just feels unnatural.
Mm.
There are some odd projections near the bottom of this tunnel that don't seem to belong here.
Let's go and poke them.
I think you're right, Brink. This stone projection isn't natural.
Yes, but what is it doing here?
We can maybe clean it up with the zero-G digger.
I may be criticized for it later, but I'm gonna dig out one of these odd projections.
It's your decision, Commander.
Look at this, Brink. This can't be natural.
Definitely not. A metal plate. Definitely an artifact.
An artifact? But who could have put something like this in a tunnel?
Yes, yes, I think it's clear. Wherever Attila came from, there was someone there.
Could this be part of some kind of message? Like the one NASA put in Voyager?
If it's a message, I don't understand it.
Whatever it is, we've got to tell Houston immediately.
Negative, Robbins. I'm clamping down total security as of this moment.
You've got to be kidding.
You've been telling me all along you just want to be an ordinary member of the mission. I've had secret orders all along to look for any sign of alien presence on this rock. And now that we've found it, my instructions are clear. What I want to hear from both of you right now is, I understand, Commander Lowe.
I understand and agree, Commander Lowe. There is nothing to be gained from a premature announcement.
Robbins.
I understand, Commander Lowe.
Ken, Lowe here.
I read you, boss.
Tell Houston that I said Attila's a real Hun.
What? Is that some kind of joke?
Just tell them, Gordon. You'll receive new communication protocols immediately afterward.
Oh, cool. This is like a secret code.
Just thank Cora. You're the only one in Congress who knows anything about this.
Houston says the message is received and they're transmitting new codes.
We're getting back to work down here, Ken. Low out.
Alright, so we got one here. It looks like this one's kind of revealed, though.
Giving this baby a little push.
If that doesn't work, Commander, give it a big push.
Yeah, we are poking it. Oh, it's gone.
The plate just dropped down, inside something.
The plate is gone?
It's a small, dark opening.
How about we shine the torch down it, maybe?
It's a small, dark opening.
That's why I asked you to use the torch.
It's a small, dark opening.
Okay. Fair enough. What about pushing this one?
I'm going to push another one.
If in doubt, poke it.
I wish we could be sure we weren't destroying whatever message they meant us to receive.
It seems to me that if they didn't mean us to push these metal plates, we wouldn't be able to push them.
Exactly, Robbins.
Frank, I wish I knew what these odd projections are.
I've taken pictures of them for analysis.
Alright, we can probably uncover this one too.
It's another metal plate.
I wish there were some sort of inscription.
Alright, you know we're going to poke this one too.
Here's number 3.
But this one looks big enough to travel down.
It disappeared too.
Well, here goes nothing.
Let's do it.
We're with you, Commander.
Ooh. A regular geometric shape.
So, the asteroid is hollow.
Time to update Houston. Low to shuttle. Static. Must be all this rock.
We're cut off. Should we go back outside and call them?
Nah, they can sit tight for a few more minutes while we poke around.
Right, well let's head down to this pedestal, I think. I think it's the only thing we can interact with. Okay, so these are the metal plates we shoved down. So I believe this is a puzzle.
These plates probably fit together, but how? These plates probably fit together, but how? These plates probably fit together, but how?
There we go. So it doesn't let you do it if it's wrong. So let's take all the pieces first, and then we'll go in and do the shape.
These plates probably
Yeah,
fit.
okay, thank you. Put up. There we go. Right, let's look at the indentations then. So we have... let's put the big one in. I think that goes here. Oh, we're missing one. Okay, well, let's come out. Let's head to the core. We must be missing one.
A small vent leading back to the outer chamber.
Let's go back to this tunnel. I'm guessing there must be another one down here that we didn't discover already.
Down this chasm.
Right, okay. Are there any other odd projections here? Ah, there is. Haha. Didn't even see that. Right.
We're 3 for 3 here, folks.
I've heard of putting a message in a bottle, but never in a big rock.
Let's give this a little shove. Right, back down the dark tunnel, back to pedestal. Let's grab that. I like that you can double click on sort of transitions and fast travel there. Saves a lot of running around.
What's happening?
Unmoving!
Bye, Ken. Bye, Cora. Bye, Earth. Not in Kansas anymore.
I feel like someone turned me inside out twice.
It's a little difficult to move now.
That's because we've got gravity. Planet-type gravity. We're not inside the asteroid anymore. And the pressure is equalized. There's an atmosphere.
Can we breathe it?
Our suits are checking that automatically. Here we are. Yes, it's at least as breathable as the air in LA. Of course, there's always the danger of airborne infectious agents.
I don't think so. Alien microbes should be no threat to us. They have not evolved to make use of our cell structures.
The oxygen in our suits won't last long anyway. I say we take them off and save the remaining oxygen for the return trip.
If there is a return trip.
The air tastes good.
Surprise, surprise. Attila was a spaceship all along.
A starship, faster than light. We're not in our own solar system. No planet but Earth has an atmosphere like this, and this ain't Earth.
After so many years of bad TV shows and crackpots with phony pictures, here is the real proof. There is alien life.
Load a cockpit, over. Load a payload, over. Yeah, I'd say we're out of range.
And then some.
Way out of range.
I don't see any aliens coming to greet us.
For all we know, it might have been 1,000,000 years since these people sent out Attila, and they long since died out.
I don't know about you, but I didn't pack a lunch.
Or a can of pop.
Well, we might as well look around and learn what we can about this place. We might be here a while.
As you mentioned that, I think it's also worth mentioning at this point that this game, The Dig, is a little longer than the last couple of adventures I've done, Day of the Tentacle and Full Throttle. I think it's about twice as long, in fact. Sort of clocking it at around about the 8-hour mark for the main story. It could be longer if I struggle with some puzzles. So what I think we'll do, instead of having 2 4-hour-long episodes, which seems extreme, I might run this over consecutive weekends. So we'll do 2-hour 4 parts, more or less. So Saturday, Sunday, then the following week, Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, let's crack on. That's all he's got to say.
I guess this isn't a natural geological formation, right, Brink?
Look how close the stones fit. Like ancient Peruvian masonry.
So it's primitive.
There was nothing primitive about ancient Peruvian masonry, Commander Lowe.
As you say, Brink.
I wonder what they use this for.
Let's head out.
Where are you going, Lowe?
I was gonna check for water. Or some way out of here.
I think we should remain together.
Oh, come with me then.
Fine. Follow me.
This is no longer a space expedition, Lowe. This is an archaeological dig. Therefore, I am the obvious leader.
Fine. Whenever we need to dig something up, you can use the shovel. In the meantime, our first business is to survive. Our second task is to get home. We need to work together, and I'm still the commander of this mission.
You don't know any more about surviving on an alien world than I do.
Boston is right, Ludger. He's the one with experience in survival, and we need someone in command. This is no time for a foolish power struggle.
All right, I agree. For now.
Right, so what have we got? We've got lots of question marks. So, let's head here first. These ancient crashed spaceships or something, I think.
Fantastic! Look!
More proof of alien life.
Do you think there's anyone, or anything, alive?
It seems someone had to have been here.
Let's hope they're peaceful. Or gone.
Right, well, let's go into the vessel. Might be something in there to grab.
Can you tell anything about what these people look like from the interior of their ship?
All this rust. Corrosion. Perhaps animals have moved things around. Hard to know what we're looking at. Let me look. Try not to disturb anything.
Might get in the way of me poking stuff. There's a hanging wire here.
We might need this wire later. I'm gonna see if I can pull it down.
First, shouldn't you turn the power off of the breaker box?
What?
That was a joke, Lo.
Oh yeah. Ha. Stand back in case something comes down on our heads.
Ooh.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
Changing shapes, mathematical progressions of ever more complex polyhedrons.
Next time I suggest pulling a wire.
No, I'm glad you did. What could that have been?
Not a random electrical discharge.
Maybe it's a kind of computer display. Maybe to the aliens who piloted this ship it conveyed some meaningful information. But to me, it means absolutely nothing.
Alright, well, let's take the wire.
It still might be useful.
Indeed. They also dropped this thing.
Did any of you see? Was this here before that thing appeared?
Of course it was. Do you think an electrical field can carry a solid object?
Right, let's have a little look at this in the inventory.
It's a rod, engraved. 5 geometric shapes.
Oh, chest, okay.
Well, I don't see any treasure, but there is something in here. When we get back, the engineers are going to have a field day trying to figure out how this worked.
So what was that thing? It's a device.
Some kind of device. I have no clue what it might be for.
Okay, well, why don't we ask... Oh, yeah. We can ask Brink and Maggie about these things.
What was that apparition?
Ah, so much to learn and not a single piece of instrumentation.
Thanks.
I don't think... we could ask Maggie, maybe.
Do you think it was trying to get one of us hurt?
I don't know, but apparition seems like a good word for it.
Thanks.
Alright, let's head out. I think that's... Oh. Anything... Sorry
This
about
alien
that.
technology is hopelessly ruined.
Okay, let's head back to the center. And there's something over here.
Not just plants, but creatures too. I'm not an archaeologist, but these look like bones to me.
But they are not lying where the animal died. They were placed here. Markers.
A grave?
Best guess.
And now a home for those rat-like things.
Well, why don't we try using the shovel, maybe?
What? Are you just going to dig right in? With a shovel? You will destroy the site.
I'm not doing archaeology right now, Brink. I'm looking for something to help get us home.
Your name will live forever. As the bone-headed space hero who destroyed precious data at the first alien archaeological site.
That's better than having my name live forever. As a commander of an expedition that disappeared and was never heard from again. Now get out of the way if you aren't gonna help, Brink. This might take a while.
What a fine accomplishment, Commander. Now we have a pile of meaningless dirt and bones.
Maybe not. You never know when an alien bone will prove useful.
Okay, so what can we do here? Have a little rummage through.
Whatever creature these bones used to be, I don't think we've got anything like it on Earth.
There's a jawbone. Could be a tool or a weapon, maybe.
What do you think? Was this the skull of a sentient being? Or a pet? Or a beast of burden?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's dead.
It's a strange-shaped jawbone. The teeth still look strong.
I don't think there's a lot more. Oh, tusk. Maybe we can take the tusk.
This is light, but it feels as strong as steel.
Okay, that might be all we can do here. We've also got this.
Do you think we could climb this slope?
No use. It doesn't go up all the way to the top.
The engravings on this wall, are they writing or decoration?
You're asking us?
We go over here. What are we here to do? Okay. Go to the dais. Oh, hello.
think we can safely say this is not a natural weather phenomenon.
How about a mirage? Anyone voting for it being a mirage?
It knew we were here. It was trying to tell us something. Or show us something.
Don't be too quick to anthropomorphize.
How do we know what life looks like here?
It might be alive. Or it might be some kind of automatic guidance system. We triggered it in that ruined ship and now it's leading us.
You mean this is the last gasp of a holographic tour guide?
Or the Port Authority. Maybe it's telling us we're under arrest. Come quietly or self-aiming lasers will toast us to cinders in 15 seconds.
Stop it. Maybe you can think that's funny, but the last thing I need is some mischievous boy trying to give me the creeps.
If I wanted to give you the creeps, I'd tell you that it was the ghost of a long-dead alien.
How do you know it isn't a ghost?
What? You think this is where aliens end up when they die? If it is, then this place better be hell, because it sure isn't my idea of heaven.
Now you're starting to give me the creeps.
Okay, well it was here on this hull, wasn't it? So why don't we use the shovel on the hull?
I'm gonna see if I can enlarge the hole. Maybe there's something under here.
Yeah, maybe something lives down in that hole.
The utterances of experts.
The ground is soft here. Loose. I think this used to be an opening, and over the years, wind has filled it up with sand and dirt.
Here, let me see. Yes, that's right. You're probably right.
That means the ground is treacherous. It could be hollow under there.
Commander, I think it's time for an archaeologist to do the digging. I'm used to dealing with drifted soil.
The shovel is yours, Brink. Just be careful. The ground's pretty unstable. My feet kept sinking.
My whole training is to be careful. Not to charge in with guns blazing. Finally, a good use for my extensive training.
He's just going to disappear down there.
No! It's completely...
I can't... No! Brink! I couldn't get to him in time. I couldn't.
It happened too fast. Can we get down there? How long a drop is it?
Looks like the rubble has formed a ramp. Follow me. Here he is. He's not moving.
Brink! Boston. He's dead.
I should have been the one digging.
Then you'd be the dead one.
It was my responsibility to.
Brink and I are not children or trained monkeys. We're responsible adults. It could have been any of us, and there's not a thing you could have done to prevent it.
But to lose Brink, and we've only been up here.
Look, you can't keep me safe, and I can't keep you safe. So there's no particular reason for us to stay together. Our odds of getting back to Earth are better if we work separately on figuring this place out.
I don't like the idea of splitting up.
Why? Because we're safer together? Ask Brink about that.
Because maybe I won't know what I'm seeing without you to help me understand it.
If you find something interesting, the communicators still work. Till then, adios, ciao, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen.
Maggie, it's against every rule of military action for an officer to be separated from his command.
Boston, this isn't a military action. And you don't have a command. There's just you and me, and we both know exactly the same amount about this situation, which is to say, nada, nothing, zip. If we suddenly find ourselves facing an army, then you're in command again. Until then, adios, ciao, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen.
Nobody likes you when you smart off like that.
Yeah, All my psychological tests as a kid said that I didn't work well with others.
So this is what failure feels like.
Well, we're on our own now. What was that? Oh, the shovel. Okay. Use shovel with Brink's body. Let's bury him.
It won't accomplish anything.
You say that, but... maybe we can eat him with a tusk.
It won't accomplish anything.
Fair enough. Alright, so what are these glowing plants?
Well, that probably wouldn't hurt too. The plants seem to draw energy from my body and disperse it among all the plants. They must share a common root system.
Alright, well, we've got to start somewhere. Let's have a look around the place. What's this?
Shallow indentations.
So we're probably looking for metal plates then, which we did previously when we activated something that looked a lot like that. Sealed door.
Doors everywhere. I wonder which one is the pay toilet.
Let's look at these panels.
It won't accomplish anything.
Fair dues. These are codes anyway we need to enter, so we need to find out what codes we need. Currently, we don't know any. Ooh, hello.
Another one of these engraved sticks. What are they? Wands? Batons? Bludgeons? Maybe some kind of handheld computer game. With my luck, it's a hand grenade.
So, can we look at this one a bit more closely? Here we go. So this looks like a code. We've got green prism. I don't even know what to call this shape, but it's green, blue triangle, and another red one of those. Okay. And it's coloured purple, which I think means it's for a purple door. That doesn't look purple, but we got a dark tunnel here. We've got more doors. More door. Oh, and we're back to Brink. Okay, so it's circular. Oh, there's a metal plate here. It's handy.
Looks like one of the control plates we found on Attila.
So there might be others around here. Well, wait, what are we doing here? Yeah. Let's try the dark tunnel first. I thought we were going to see some like monster or something. Ah, cool. Where are we now? The thing I really like about this game is like how alien it feels. Like a lot of sci-fi alien stuff, it kind of feels like you've always got like a human equivalent to something. But in this, I always felt like it was like how I kind of imagined encountering an ancient alien civilization might actually be. Ooh, I think this is like a little airlock thing. Now, do I press this one? And can I go here?
There is an airtight seal between these two rooms. There is an airtight seal between these two rooms.
Ah! Right, what do we got here?
This looks like a command center.
Glowing panel here, let's go and poke that. A lot of my puzzle solving in this is going to be solved through the medium of poking at things.
It's an energized crystal. This crystal is lifeless. This hole is empty. It's an energized crystal.
We need to gather things to put in there, I believe. Have a look out the window. It feels like we're underwater.
From this vantage point, I can see a whole system of underwater tunnels.
Oh, there's something here. Oh, maybe not. I don't think it's too pixel hunty, this game, although you can't just... I'm sort of used to just being able to press a button and highlight stuff in puzzle point and clicks now, but I don't think it's too hard. I don't think it's too easy to miss something.
There's a crystalline tube stretching across the bottom of the sea.
Yeah, okay, well I don't think we can do too much more here now. Rather, I think this is probably where we come... towards the end, I think, when we've got all the stuff that we found. Alright, back to the tunnel. Okay, so we're looking for a purple door, and I think it was over this side. Maybe not the first one, maybe the second one. Oh, well, I don't know, that looks kind of purple, but I don't think it has a control panel is the thing. Okay, that's not purple. That's not, I wouldn't call that purple either. Maybe it was that last one. Maybe it is this one. We'll try this then. Let's just remind ourselves what the colours were. So, green triangle, green, call it circle. Blue triangle, red circle. Green, green, blue, red. Alternating shapes. There we go. You do not want to zip past them, because it's a long way back round to get to the one if you go past. It was a blue triangle. Okay. Now we want a red, like that. Is that it?
The door is shut tight.
Yeah, maybe it's not that one then. Do I use this on there?
I can't help feeling like this thing is some kind of key.
I think you're right.
But is this the key to this lock?
Maybe not.
And if it is, how does it work? And why am I talking to myself? How long before I'm completely nuts?
Right, okay, so there's clearly not that door. I mean, I thought it was the purple one was up here. I would say that's yellow, red or orange. I would say this one's purple, but like... unless I'm missing metal plates or something. Well, we could try putting the code into this panel as well. Maybe it relates to that door. I don't know. Green. Green. Blue. Red. Anything? No. Let's just recheck that. Well, I'll put it in the next one too. It might be one of these. What's this column?
Somebody spent a long time engraving these smooth grooves on the surface of this column. I wish I knew what for.
We could also be looking out for metal plates on the ground. Yeah, okay, so that didn't work in any of the ones we currently access, so it must be... oh, look, maybe we can go down the ramp. Hang on. Ooh. This is interesting.
It's hot here. And it's glowing down there. 10 to 1, it's the power source for this.
Ooh, there's something down there. It's a crystal
All I
or...
need to do now is to find the light switch.
Kind of looks like a magnifying glass or something.
Or the fuse box. Or whatever makes this thing work. An instruction manual might help. Maybe a map. And I could use a sandwich. And a hot jukebox and a cold beer. Or just a starship headed for home. Get a grip, Boston.
So I don't think that's anything. Look at this control panel. Okay, well, without knowing what the code is, that's fairly useless.
Nothing happened.
But we could... What happens if we just do one of those? And then we press this button. It might be a bit of a trial and error thing. Okay, let's cancel that. So let's just work out what blue does. That looked like it went down and then went up a slot. Okay. So what about green? What does green do? Moves to the right. Okay. We ideally want to move it to the left. But if that's up and that's right, then I would think that's down and that's left, right? And I don't know what that does. Let's see. So we want it to go down and maybe go down a couple of times to the left and then whatever that is. And let's see what that does. So I think we want it to retrieve the crystal thing that's down there that we saw. Goes down, down, one. Okay. I think we're getting there. But what if... I think the red might be return. And then what if we do another down and another left? So I don't know if it does two in a row. And maybe whatever that is. Down, left, down, left. I think two downs is right, but we need it to go way more to the left. Okay, so what if we... Alright, let's do two downs, four lefts. I'm hoping the red is grab. Down, down, right? Oh! Oh! Hey! That didn't take too long. Sweet. Now where's it gone? What? Ow. Well. What's this? I've unpowered that now. I think I probably want the power back in it. Let's look at the edge. So now that it's got that crystal, maybe I can place it in something. What might it need to be placed in? Looks like it would have been...
I can see a lens way down at the bottom. The lens is missing.
That lens is missing, okay.
I can see a lens way down at the bottom. I can see a lens way down at the bottom.
So basically we need to install it in this. So it comes down to about here. So we probably want to go, say, 3 up, 4 left. Let's try that. And see what that accomplishes. Oh, no. Let's scratch that and do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do a red one in case that's like interact. One, two, 2, 3. No, didn't. Maybe one more up and. Okay, before that red, let's do one more up and one more left, then that. See what that does. I don't think we're far off. Hey, that looks promising. Ooh. Was that door? It just wasn't powered. How about that? Okay. Do we want this? Let's take it for now. I don't know if we'll be able to power up the doors and stuff without it though, but we have one open now at least.
So much for the cafeteria idea.
Boston, are you there?
I just got the power turned on and a door opened up here. They use geometric shapes as a kind of combination for the locks.
Boston, you won't believe where I am. I'm in a place filled with alien technology, the most fantastic things I've ever seen. And the machines are working.
What are they doing?
I don't know yet. I mean, they're really alien. Like nothing I've seen before.
Don't go too fast, Maggie.
I'll be careful, Boston. But it's not like we have time to use correct scientific procedures to test these things.
Where are you? How can I get to you?
I wish I knew. It's a sure thing you can't get here the way I did. I slid through a low tunnel in the rock, and then it kind of got filled with debris when the roof collapsed.
You could have been killed.
Gee, I guess this isn't safe. But if we'd been together, whoever went through the crack second would definitely have been killed. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about coming to save me. I handled it just fine.
Yeah, I guess you did.
We're both doing okay, Boston. We'll find a way to connect up with each other when it matters.
Maggie, good work.
Thanks, Boston.
Okay, so look at this. This is a call button, I think. Ah. Right. Let's see where this takes us, shall we? There's nothing here, no metal plates or anything. I don't think so. So let's ride the tram, which is basically what it is. Like a hamster ball. I wonder if Brink's, it's not Brink, Lowe's got to sort of run around on the inside like a hamster. It's pretty cool though, I must admit. Alright, I think that's just another
now
call
I know
button
what my
there.
pet hamster felt.
Great minds and all that, Low. There's a door here.
I need some help to pry this door open.
Well, why don't we use that tusk that you said was really strong?
I need some help to pry this door open.
Could be he needs somebody else. I could try with the shovel though.
I need some help to pry this door
Yeah, okay,
open.
so I don't think he can do it on his own, even with a tool. So, I'll have to come back another time and have a look at that, I think. Oh wow, it's this puzzle. This one is notorious for this game. Yeah.
Plenty of water here. If it's drinkable, then we won't die right away. We'll have plenty of time to starve to death.
Anyone who's played the dig themselves will be groaning at this point about this particular puzzle. I don't think
if Maggie were here, I'd tell her not to take a chance on swimming in the same water with a large eel that may or may not think of her as dinner. So maybe I'll take my own advice and stay on dry land.
I don't think we can do it just now, though. I'm not sure. Let's go up first.
Another ghost. The last one pointed the way down into the Nexus. Of course, that's how Brink died.
Okay, this looks like it. Yeah, I was going to say it looks kind of like a panel.
I can't open it.
Maybe we can pry this with the tusky thing?
It won't accomplish anything. I can't use these two things together.
Oh, lens. Okay, it's got 3 positions, it looks like. Oh. So I was thinking of maybe using the crystal I've got as a power source, but I think that would rely on us getting the panel open. Or maybe not. Maybe that's not how we power it. Let's move into this little cave anyway.
A bunch of displays set into the walls. Inscriptions here and there. I'd say it looks like some kind of museum. Symbols written on a plate. Looks like an alphabet.
Yeah, I think we need to get that to Maggie.
Strange glowing crystals. Could this be some sort of burial chamber?
Yeah, I don't really get that. What about this one? Now this is relating to the crystals, I remember that much, so it's kind of explaining their function. Got another rod up here though, got a red one. Ruby rod.
Another one of these engravings on a stick.
Right, there's a door there. There's another door. Oh, this is a display. I think this is talking about a bomb. They're saying they put this bomb in like a mountain or something. and it go boom.
That canister sure packs a punch.
Okay, so we have a couple of exits here then. Let's try this one first. Oh, Maggie's here.
Boston!
Maggie, I found you.
I wasn't aware that I was missing.
You know what I mean. I found a way to get where you are. Through the museum, back that way.
That's nice, Boston. If that's the museum, then I guess this is the library.
I found out how to open doors back in the Nexus. There's a tram that leads out here.
Look, Boston, I think it's great you're finding things out, but I'm trying to concentrate here. I feel like I'm so close to making sense of some of this stuff, and I just want to stay here and keep working. All right?
Sure, of course. Anyway, I know where to find you, and you know how to get out of here if you want to.
Thanks. Yes. When I learn something, I'll call you on the box, okay?
All right. All right, yes, I won't bug you anymore right now.
Okay, but I think giving her the basically the alphabet we found is what we need to do.
I found this in the museum. Can you read it?
It's not the same set of symbols I'm finding in the database here. I don't think it's designed for strangers to be able to read it.
Oh. Look at the consoles. Doesn't look like they're powered though, does it?
The screens must be part of one large computer.
I've decided that has to be a control console for a data retrieval system. When I use the controls, different inscriptions appear, sometimes different languages. If English comes up, I'll let you know.
I don't think we'll be able to fix this screen.
Alright, so I think that's about as much as we can do there for now. There was a doorway up here. Oh, it's a display. Okay. Well, this is like us arriving, isn't it, in the polyhedron shape or whatever it was. That's kind of how the islands are formed. Oh, I think this is saying this is how they kind of meet new alien races. They send these things out and bring them here and make contact. I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, we've got the green crystals. That's one thing we do need. I have to come back to this light bridge, I think. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong thing. I don't think there's any way for me to... This is the jawbone?
It won't accomplish anything.
I'll leave that for now. So, let's go and see if I can... Here we go.
That creature is beautiful. It has the appearance of a six-legged turtle. It makes me wonder if they have a common ancestor back on Earth. Unless it's just a coincidence of parallel evolution.
I think I remembered that we can't do anything with this yet. I think what we need to do is find that bomb. And then we can get rid of that sea creature. But this fossil's a clue for the puzzle. Basically what we have to eventually do is reconstruct that animal from its broken apart skeleton, and it's very fiddly. Even if you kind of know what you're doing. So we'll see what happens. But let's we can ask Maggie to come and help us with the door potentially. See if she'll come.
Robbins, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Robin's here. I read you.
All right, we can talk to her about some of this stuff then maybe. Library?
How are you doing with your data retrieval?
I'm retrieving. I'm just not understanding.
But you're pretty sure it's their language.
I don't know. Just like the museum you found, I think this library was meant to be used by lots of different species. I think this language may have been especially designed to be easy to translate.
If it's easy, why is it taking so long?
It's easy compared to translating a genuinely alien language that you've never heard spoken aloud. Give me a break, Boston. I think I've got a handle on a couple of the symbols, but I have to test it out and see if it makes sense.
I'm thinking that maybe we should consider teaming up again.
Why? I think the answer to getting home is here in these displays. You go out and explore like you have been, and I'll work at getting us home. When I figure it out, I'll take you with me. No charge.
All right, let's not talk about the
Do you
crystals.
think it's possible to raise the dead?
Spiritually, yes. I've witnessed many ceremonies. Physically rejuvenate, I'm not sure. Why?
Oh, probably nothing. I wish you could read this inscription. I keep thinking that it really matters.
Give me a chance to get a handle on their language first. I'll give your inscriptions a try when I can.
Maggie, I found a plate like the ones in the asteroid that triggered our journey here.
For all we know, any plates we find might send us on a voyage to the opposite edge of the galaxy.
Tell you what, I'll keep looking for more of them and you decipher that language so we can read the directions.
Great. You get to look for metal things lying around on the ground while I have to decode a completely alien language without any information about how they think or what they might be writing about. Yeah, that's a fair division of labor.
There's no doubt about it, Maggie. These ghosts are trying to guide us.
Well, I wish one of them would come here and help me translate these inscriptions.
Thanks.
All right, well, anyway, we need to kind of go back to the Nexus, it's called. We have another key now, first of all, for a red door. But also, we've kind of been given a hint of what we need to do with these green crystals. Back in the hamster ball. Right. Oh, hello. Didn't see this before.
When this rock fell from the ceiling, it must have cracked open an energy conduit under the floor.
We've got some wire. We could try fixing it.
Always attach the jumper cables to the dead battery first.
What are we trying to power? Maybe this
You
cone?
might short out something.
This
There's
thing?
no place to attach the wire.
Right, well, we'll leave that for now then, maybe. But anyway, let's go and see Brink. Let's get him back from the brink. Though, to be fair, he's gone past the brink, I think it's fair to say at this point. But, hey presto.
Who knows if this will even work? Even if these really are the same crystals I saw resurrecting an alien in that museum display, they weren't designed for humans, but it's worth a shot.
Here he is.
Brink, are you okay?
I feel fine. What happened? I remember digging, and the ground gave way under me.
Brink, you've been dead for several hours.
You Americans, always exaggerating.
I assure you, Brink, no pulse, no breath, dead. But I found a couple of life crystals in a museum, and from a display there, I got an idea of how to use them.
Where's the crystal? I have to see it.
I wasn't sure it would work on a human being.
Our cellular structures must be very similar. Boston, it didn't just bring me to life. It brought me to life. I feel more powerful, more energetic, more alive than I've ever felt before.
Maggie, do you read me?
Yes, I do. I hope this is important.
I think so. Brink isn't dead anymore, Maggie.
You have a very sick sense of humor. Goodbye.
No, wait, I'm serious.
Deadly serious.
Brink! I can't believe it.
It was a crystal I found in the museum. The display there showed it bringing someone back to life, so I tried it.
A crystal that heals the dead. If we ever get back home, this will change the world. It'll change everything.
It's not just being alive again, Maggie. I feel perfect. I feel like I never knew what good health was until today.
Now it's all the more important we find a way home.
It's always kind of important to me.
Keep exploring, Boston. I'll get back to work on the language.
You got it, Maggie.
Okay, what about... Should we show this to Brink?
That could be a really bad idea.
Okay. Yeah, I think he follows us now, which means it might be worth going back down to the tram station. And he can maybe help us open that other door?
There's a huge amount of energy flowing along this column.
So let's go back to where we found that door. In your own time, Brink. Right, I think this is the right tool. If we use that on it, maybe Brink will just come and help us?
Brink, would you give me a hand with this?
There we go.
You're using an alien tusk as a pry bar?
You got a better idea?
Sure.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ah. Oh, you see that
was
skull?
the longest visit from a ghost yet.
The whole display centered on this basin. It's full of crystals. Are these the life crystals? Like the one you used to bring me back to life?
They look like it.
Then it couldn't be more clear. These life crystals are the reason they brought us to this world. They have found the secret of life, and they want to share.
Weren't you watching, Brink? I don't care what language you speak, that ghost shaped itself like a skull. It was warning us. These crystals are dangerous.
It was the symbol of death, Lo. These crystals are the antidote for death. That's what it meant.
What if there are side effects? Did you think of that?
The side effect is that I feel better than I ever felt before. If you had used a life crystal on yourself, your mind would also be as clear as mine. And you'd see that there is nothing more important than getting these crystals and using them.
Brink, I think you're wrong. I think we need to be careful.
These aliens are kind and good, Commander. They have given us a gift.
Yeah? Well, if this is all so perfect, where are these aliens?
Maybe they've moved on to a higher plane of existence.
Or maybe they're all dead.
See how badly your brain is working. How could they be dead? They invented these life crystals. Commander, I feel sorry for you. Still tied down by an ordinary mind and ordinary fears. But I feel too good to want to argue with you. Believe what you want. I'm taking as many of these crystals as I can carry.
Well, I'm gonna take some for study back on Earth. I'm just not gonna use them.
But you will, Commander.
Alright, and there's also this thing which I think we recognise.
A canister. Didn't I see a picture of something like this in one of the museum displays?
Yeah. Now I don't know if we need it to be combined with something.
There's a signal here, but I'm not getting a clear reading. It doesn't point in any direction.
Okay, that's like a compass thing. I don't know what it's supposed to find.
It won't do anything.
Okay, well let's go back to the water side, because it might be that we can do that puzzle now. Here we go.
Gross. Hey, Brink. Do you think... Brink? Brink? Where are you? Brink, answer me.
Brink, can you hear me? Where are you?
Maggie, Brink's run off. He wasn't acting very rational when we found a big supply of life crystals. I'm afraid maybe those things are addictive, or they altered his personality or something. A ghost tried to warn us, but Brink was feeling too cocky to listen to good advice.
Just when this place starts looking benign, it finds new ways to be dangerous.
Anyway, I'm going on without him. I can't think of anything else to do.
I'll try to contact him now and then, see if he's willing to talk.
Thanks, Maggie.
I'm beginning to take this personally. Nobody wants to stay with me. Maybe it's my deodorant. I think it failed somewhere back there on Attila.
Yeah. Okay, well let's do this puzzle then. We know what we've got to do. It's just going to be a little tricky to do it. So we have its shell. I'm going to go and look at its bones again. See which is the front end and which is the back end. Alright, let's leave. Hang on. Look. Let's go have a look at the diagram. Okay, so this sort of big beaky bit, that looks like the front. And it's got a bit of a tail with the smaller thing there. It's got this double-boned rear leg of 3. Okay. Let's try this. It used to take me ages to do this. Like I said, even when you've got them in the right order, placement can be very finicky. So this, I think, is the tailbone. And this depends which way round that is, though. That could be how that fits. It's there. I think that's... Ooh. Okay, maybe that's not where that goes. It could be more like that. Perhaps. Ribs and tail? Oh wait, maybe that's... like that. Yeah, you can start to see where the frustration this comes from. Although maybe that's... Okay, well we know the... Yeah, we know you got a rear leg. Like that. Ah, that goes there. Okay. I'm starting to wonder if that goes there. That could go... there. Or its legs were kind of oriented like that, actually, weren't they? Yeah, that could be back legs. I've got another bit of spine here. Where does that go? Go anywhere. We go there. Don't think it does though. It would go this way around. Oh, that could be it. If that goes there, and that goes there, and that goes there, that's probably more like it, isn't it? And that's going to be like the head bone. I want to say that's that leg. And that's that one? I feel like that is that way. So there's a couple of bones here that could be the wrong way around, like this tailbone. Could be more like that. So before I bring that to light, hoping it stayed in order. Yes, okay. Let's go and look at the diagram again before I use a crystal on it. If you get it wrong, you got to start again. Unfortunately, it's not very clear, is it? I mean, you can't tell which way the tail goes around, but the three legs are very much towards the back, so I think that bit's okay. And it looks to me like the wider ribs are kind of here. Yeah, okay. Let's have another look at this thing. It'll be very obvious when we get if and when we get it wrong. Actually, that. Ooh. It almost look like the ribs are like that. That doesn't seem right. I imagine it's got to be like that. Maybe that's got to be more like there. That looks better, doesn't it? Okay. So that looks alright. This is anyone's guess, to be perfectly honest. I feel like that looks more like a spine section, so let's go with that. These legs look the same. I think that's pretty good. I think now we need to try putting the canister in it.
You just need a little something to make you complete, my friend. How about a little alien explosive device?
So now let's try the green crystal. Ah, that looks pretty good. Hey, first time. Can't tell you how many goes that used to take me.
Boom.
Boom, baby. Right, so can we go in the water now? We've killed the creature.
Now that the water's safe for swimming, I think it's time to see what's in that underwater cave.
Chamber. Ooh, looks like another animate carbon rod. Another metal plate too. Good. I don't know if it's one or two of those that we need now. I'll take the rod.
Another engraving.
Now, is there anything? Oh, well, I can have a look at stuff, I suppose. Anything we can peer at, we
Nice
will.
view.
Honestly, I think that's it for this room, but it's given us a couple of very useful things, so that's good. Don't think there's anything in here particularly. Off the way out. Right, so let's go back to the Nexus then. Back up the tram. Now we've got 2 keys effectively to move into 2 new areas. Quite a bit still to do. Okay, not sure what to do about the sparking wires. It could be that this door, we might have the key for it, but it might not work because of this. Oh, I know what he meant. I just realised, yeah, we probably want to hook up the panel to the sparks.
There's nothing to attach it to.
Oh, can we lever off the panel?
Let's see if we can pry the cover off.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, it's a corroded mess in here. Some of the connections have been broken, but it's not getting any power.
That's it. So let's connect that to there.
Let's see if we can get something flowing from this broken conduit on the floor, if I don't electrocute myself in the process. I should have been an electrician.
Cool. Okay. And you know what? I think that might be a good place to leave it for now. I think when we come back, we'll head up into these 2 new areas that we've got the keys for, haven't entered the codes for yet. And we'll just keep trying to work out, you know, what's going on with this planet, how we can get home, what's going on with Brink and the green crystals. Let's hope we find out. Interesting stuff for sure. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be great. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the game so far, the story. Is it something you played back in the day? I know of the LucasArts sort of classic titles, the sort of mid-90s era, this is probably one of the ones that got more overlooked than some others, so I'm interested to know if people even remember this one. I certainly do. As I said, I always really enjoyed this. But let me know your thoughts. Always interested to hear them. And if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you could. So that's it for now. Thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.